My grandfather was the strongest man I knew. When I was a kid, he would always tell me, "Son, the strongest men speak the least." I never understood what he meant by that, until one day when I overheard some men talking. They were trying to one-up each other, boasting about their big catches of the day. My dad was one of them. And as they kept one-upping each other, I noticed my grandfather sitting quietly, listening to all of them. After a while, my grandfather finally spoke up and said, "I think I'm the strongest man here. You guys can call me the weakest link." And with that, he stood up and walked away. That day, I learned a valuable lesson from my grandfather. When someone is always boasting and bragging, it usually means they're compensating for something. By showing off how strong they are, they're trying to convince themselves and everyone else that they're not weak. But the strongest people don't need to do that because they already know they're strong. Think about it. If you have to constantly brag about your strength, intelligence, or wealth, it probably means you're insecure about those things. Why else would you need to convince everyone else that you're rich if you were hiding something? Why else would you feel the need to show off your expensive watch or jewelry if you weren't trying to cover up your true character? People who are truly confident don't need to brag because they know their worth. They're secure in their own sense of self-worth. And do you want to feel the need to put others down to feel good about themselves? They don't need to boast about their biceps because they know they're strong. They don't need to show off their trophies because they remember the feeling of winning. Boasting and bragging only makes you look insecure. It makes you seem like you're trying too hard to be something you're not. It's a sign that you're compensating for something. But the strongest men speak the least because they know their strength. They don't need to prove themselves to anyone. So next time you see someone who's always boasting and bragging, remember my grandfather's lesson. The strongest men speak the least. Ask yourself, why do they feel the need to do that? What are they trying to cover up? And remember, true confidence comes from within. You don't need to show off your trophies to prove that you're a winner. You already know that you are.